What do you really need to improve your performance in general? Follow this video till the end and get the ideas that will boost your growth for better performance. 1. Offer solutions to problems. If you notice a problem at work, have an honest conversation with the offending coworkers about these mistakes. This way, it can be easier to reach your boss with the issue together with the strategies you have tried to use to address the problem. If your method of attempting to deal with this problem involves complaining directly to your boss about your coworkers' mistakes, you're likely to sound like you're speaking poorly about your coworkers. Let's say that you're finding frequent mistakes in your coworkers' reports and you have to take your time and fix them. In this case, be proactive about coming up with solutions to challenges that arise before complaining about the problem in the first place. There is great importance in offering solutions rather than just problems. Don't sit around talking about problems you do not have plans to address. Pointing out problems that are occurring within your organization repeatedly gets exhausting for those who have to listen to you. Don't play the blame game because you're a part of the team. Everyone is responsible for the company's success. 2. Improve operation processes. The best way to improve operation processes is to construct them. Technology and businesses are constantly evolving, meaning there are new methods and tools available to simplify operations, which increase workers' productivity. It's important to not stay stuck in your old ways because that's what has always worked before. Look at how your organization works and identify if there are any areas where you can improve usefulness. One way of doing this would be to create a new protocol guide for your team and then review its impact on a regular basis, making minor modifications to the processes where needed. If you're at the steering of this, you're on the right path toward professional success. The underlying concept is the same for all organizations of any size. The operation process involves turning inputs or raw materials into outputs, which are the products or services. Another thing you will want to keep in mind to improve business operations is to fix small problems before they become big ones. Some seemingly insignificant problems in your system can turn into a setback that can end up wasting time and being expensive to deal with. Well-structured operations can help teams stay informed of all necessary information, standard operating procedures, and training. Companies that can figure out how to do this correctly end up with binding advantages. When these processes done correctly, they are what make an organization successful. So, make an effort to reduce any issue that you can identify within your organization. 3. Make your boss's job easier. Be resourceful and respect your boss's time. Save your time with your boss to talk about work-related issues that involve collaboration between the two of you and not questions intended for someone else. Learn how she operates, what they need from you, and how they want it done. Doing so will help you meet their expectations. You were employed to make your boss successful, and the first step to making that happen is to understand exactly what is expected of you and how you should deliver on those expectations. With that, it is important to maintain a sense of personal responsibility and stay accountable for your work. Get to know your boss and his or her preferences so they don't have to go back and correct your work. When you're given a deadline, be sure to have your work completed at least one day in advance. This will allow your boss easy time to check on the work on their own schedule rather than waiting the last minute when you finally turn it in. That wouldn't be pleasing. If you commit to something, make sure to follow through with it. By doing so, you're letting your boss know that they can count on you. Another way is to stay ahead of your work always. 4. Be flexible. Be ready to easily adapt to waves of disruption is already extremely important. Furthermore, you need to stay on top of your skill set and always be on the lookout for anything new that happens within your industry. It's important to be aware of the unavoidable changes that are yet to come and the fact that the responsibility of keeping up with trends and new technology has shifted to workers rather than their employers. Having a personal goal of continuous skill development will become increasingly important as some of the more traditional jobs become replaced by emerging technology. Being successful in the future will be less about current knowledge and more about your willingness and capacity to learn and evolve while your role is newly defined. Because of this, it's critical to be flexible and prepared to change paths at any moment. Accepting to learn every day allows for personal employment capability, since it will be a principal component of employment moving forward in this age of rapid automation. As jobs evolve, the uncertainty regarding what skills will be needed in the future also changes, which makes it hard to be able to predict an organization's future needs. Just be flexible. 5. Improve service experiences for the clients. When employees are intrinsically motivated to do their job, they will welcome challenges, respect and enjoy the process of the work rather than simply receiving payments. They will find pleasure in their everyday tasks, they will live up to their potential, they will seek opportunities to learn and of course, show a sense of enthusiasm for their work. It's important to make sure that the employees are able to show that they truly care about their work and stand behind the company, especially when they're interacting with those receiving your services or buying your products. This type of goal will be highly individualized based on your industry. However, whether you are dealing with clients in a small business setting, you can always find a way to improve others' experience when they're on the receiving end of your organization's services. Goals related to client service experiences with your organization involve greater engagement and client satisfaction. These types of goals may involve elements such as creating more self-service online features on the organization's website, reducing phone hold times, or improving the timeliness of client follow-up. 6. Motivate employees. It doesn't necessarily mean you own a company, or be in a higher job hierarchy to be able to motivate employees. The most effective way to improve employee morale is to demonstrate it yourself. You can do something as simple as putting a bowl of candy on your desk to make fellow employees feel welcomed when approaching you. When working among other people, you can have an impact on the working environment and encourage a positive morale. Praise your fellow coworkers for their hard work or success. When employees have a positive attitude about their environment at work and believe they can be successful in their job, employee morale naturally increases. Your own positive attitude about your work will transmit easily to everyone around you. Don't use negative language or expressing complaints without offering a possible solution to a problem. Do your part in creating positive general norms in your workplace. Add as much positivity to your workplace as you can to do away with any negative attitude within. An organization cannot be transformed by an individual. However, without at least one person making an effort to motivate other employees, no changes will be visible.